Today, we will conduct a Q&A section that will be started by Alif Afif. The first question is, what happens if the bridge project has already reached a termination depth of 50 meters but not yet achieved several consecutive? Is it considered that the bedrock is already found?
Thank you for your question. The answer is no. Just reaching the depth alone does not confirm the bedrock. In professional practice, bedrock is verified by resistance and value rather than the depth reach. For bridge project, which we have to complete 7 consecutive and equal to 50, which means n equal to 50 is the number of flows. Just because you already reached the 50 meters depth doesn't mean like you already found the bedrock. You still need to complete the 7 consecutive and equal to 50 meters just to make sure that that's to make sure that you reach the bedrock, not just the boulder. That's the answer. Do you understand?
Yes, thank you.
So I have a question for the soil sampling. What are the primary differences between disturbed and undisturbed soil sample in terms of their properties and typical use?
Okay, that's a good question. So what is the differences between disturbed and undisturbed soil samples? What is disturbed soil samples? Disturbed soil samples is the when the soil structure is altered during sampling and does not accurately represent in situ conditions. Means the disturbed samples does not accurately represent in situ conditions. And why? Because disturbed samples are fast and cost effective for obtaining chemical data and soil classification because the structural arrangement is not critical for this test. They are primary source for soil gradings like sieve analysis to determine particle size distribution. For the equipment for disturbed samples, we typically use the split barrel sampler. For the undisturbed samples, the samples are always obtained carefully to minimize disturbance, allowing the soil to retain its natural structure and properties. They are usually used to measure strength and compressibility for foundation design. Unlike the step samples, these are required for hydraulic and mechanical property testing, where the original soil packing must remain intact. The equipment that we commonly use for undisturbed samples is thin wall tubes or Shelby tubes or piston samplers. That's the answer for your question.
Okay, I understand it. Thank you.
Now we will move on to the expert two. Does anyone have any question to ask to the expert two?
I have actually two questions for the aspect two. For the first one is how does controlling the water pressure affect the accuracy of soil sample in rotary wash drilling?
Okay, thank you for the question. So to answer your question, is water pressure plays a crucial role in sample quality. So if the pressure is too high, it can wash away fine particles and disturb the soil structure, making sample less accurate. And also, if the pressure is too low, it may not properly carry the soil cuttings into the surface. So proper control ensures a balance between efficient drilling and maintaining sample reliability.
Oh, I see. For the second one, in what situation would rotary wash drilling be preferred over another drilling method like core drilling?
Okay, so for that, rotary wash drilling is preferred when the ground consists of soft to medium soil like clay, silt, and sand, and also when speed and cost efficiency are important. And lastly is when the goal is to obtain general soil information rather than high quality undisturbed samples. So in contrast, core drilling is used when accurate undisturbed samples are needed, especially in hard rock.
I see. Thank you.
So right now we will be moving on to the third expert. Does anyone have any question to the third expert?
Anyone have question for standard penetration test? That's me for the aspect.
Okay, for the standard penetration test, I have question. How is the standard penetration test and value determined during the testing procedure?
Oh, for the question, the SPT and value is determined by recording the number of hammer blow required to drive a standard speed spoon sample into the soil, while the sample is drive a total of 450 mm. The end value is especially calculated as a sum of blow for the final 300 mm for penetration test.
Also, I have another question for you. Um, Under what conditions should the test be terminated?
Oh, okay. For that question, according to the procedure, the test must be terminated if the penetration count exceeds 50 blow, and for another one is the rock is encountered during the driving the process. That's the condition we should do the test. Okay, thank you. That's all for my.
Now we will go to the expert of correction on SPTN number or the fourth expert.
Is there any question for correction on SPT and number?
I have one question.
Alright.
What is the difference between RQD and SPT?
Okay. Okay. The RQD is a rock quality designation. It's specifically used for rock, and the SPT standard penetration test primarily for soil. It measure the blow count and value. So the correction on SPT and number is used to standardize the soil data.
I have a question on your topic,
Okay.
which is does the N value for cohesive and cohesionless soils give the same strength?
Okay, this is a good question. So N value for cohesive and cohesionless soil are not showing same strength. So in cohesionless, N value measure relative density and friction, while for the cohesive, like clay, it measure consistency. Cohesionless needs multiple with overburden pressure correction and delancy water table correction. If the water table no, if it is below than water table. For cohesive, it just need correction for field procedure. Do you understand? Do you
Yes,
know that?
yes, I get it. Now we will move to the next expert, which is the expert 5, which the topic is Macintosh or JKR props.
Yes. Anyone have any question?
I have a question. Why is Macintosh probe considered a preliminary soil investigation method only?
Anyone? Anyone have question for Macintosh props?
I have question. Why is Macintosh probe considered a preliminary soil investigation method only?
Okay, the Macintosh props consider a preliminary soil investigation method because it provides basic soil resistant data only, which is N value, and it doesn't have give detailed soil properties like shear strength parameter or consolidation data. It is mainly used for quickly site assessment before detailed testing like SPT and also laboratory tests. Yeah.
Thank you for your answer.
I want to ask a question. So my question is, what factors can affect the accuracy of Macintosh probe results?
All right. Thank you for the question. The factor that can affect the accuracy of Macintosh probe result is first one, the operator's hammer consistency, and then the soil disturbance during the penetration, and also presence of gravel or obstruction in the site. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Next, can we move to the venture test and borehole shear test?
Yes, everyone has the questions.
Yes, I have a question for you. Why is the vein shear test only suitable for soft clay?
This is because the venture test is measure undrained shear strength of cohesive soils. Soft clay has low permeability, so water cannot escape quickly during loading. Therefore, the undrained condition applies, making the test reliable. However, for sandy or granular soils, the test is not accurate because they do not behave under undrained conditions. Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. Have
I
any
have one
questions?
question.
Yes.
What are the advantage of the venture test compared to the laboratory test?
Okay. One major advantage is that it can be carried out directly in the field, so the soil is not disturbed. This gives more realistic result. It also quite simple and low cost compared to laboratory tests, which require sampling, transport, and preparation. Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now we move to expert 7.
Okay. If anyone have question for cone penetration test?
Yes, I have question for this topic. I want to ask, why is cone penetration test considered better than traditional soil investigation methods like borehole testing?
Okay. Cone penetration test is considered better to borehole testing because it provide faster and continuous soil data without needing to remove soil sample. It reduces soil stubborn and human error compared to the borehole test. Cone penetration can give real-time result and more efficient for identify soil layers. Okay. Anyone got another question?
I have questions. What does a high friction ratio indicate in cone penetration test results?
Okay, for high friction ratio. Okay, high friction ratio usually indicate cohesive soil such as uh, clay soil because clay soil produce high slip friction compared to cone resistant. Meanwhile, a lower friction ratio actually indicates sandy soil.
Thank you for your answer.
Okay, next, we go to expert group 8.
Okay, does anyone have any question?
Yes, I have a question. Okay, according to the working principle of the PMT, how is the prop prepared for testing in the ground? And what specifically is measured during the process?
Okay, thank you for that question. The test requires a pre-drilled borehole that is slightly larger than the probe, which is less than 10% larger. A cylindrical probe is then inserted into this borehole and expanded. Pressure is applied inside the probe in incremental steps, and the corresponding volume increase is measured, and the soil resists the expansion. Is it clear?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I want to ask a question. So my question is, what are the primary soil parameters that can be obtained from the pressure meter test, and for what engineering purpose are they typically used?
Okay. For the pressure meter test, it provides several key parameters, including pressure meter modulus, limit pressure, coefficient of earth pressure at rest, and undrained shear strength. These results are essential for foundation design, evaluating soil stiffness, estimating settlements, and assessing bearing capacity. Okay. Next, we move to next expert, which is rock sampling. Does
Does
anyone
anyone
have?
have question for rock sampling RQD?
Yes, I have a question. My question is, does a low RQD mean we need more or less structural support?
We need more support because low RQD implies high fracturing, so it requires more bolts, mesh, or concrete. That's my answer.
Okay,
Anyone
thank you.
else?
I have a question for the rock sampling. Do we need to count the spaces where the rock was lost during drilling?
No, we only count the actual rock recover. If the rock was so weak it washed away during drilling, it naturally lowers the RQD because it isn't sound rock. That's my answer.
Okay.
So now we'll move to borehole rocks and SI report.
I have question. What is the difference between cohesion and friction?
Thank you for the question. So cohesion is the bonding force between soil particles that allows the soil to stick together even without pressure, and it is commonly found in clay. In contrast, friction is the resistance between particles when they are pressed together, and it mainly occurs in sand and gravel. In simple terms, cohesion acts without pressure, while friction depends on pressure.
Okay.
Okay, I have one question. What happens if soil investigation is not done?
So, if soil investigation is not done, engineers will not know the actual soil condition, which can lead to wrong foundation design. This may cause problems such as settlement, cracks, or even structural failure. It also increased construction risk and costs. That's all from me. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
I cannot hear you.
So that's the end of our presentation. Thank you for spending your precious time to join the meeting for asking a question to every expert. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank
Thank you,
you.
Thank
everyone.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.